Welcome, friends, to another exciting episode of A VGM Journey. And I'm your host, The Messenger. The track that we're playing into today's show is Last Surprise from the game Persona 5, and it was composed by Shoji Meguro. Once again, I am bringing some pretty awesome VGM tracks, and, let's just cut to the chase and play something cool. Here is something from Taz-Mania. This is Begin the Chase, and it was composed by Mitchell Stein. track that you just heard, that was Begin the Chase from the game Taz-Mania, and it was composed by Mitchell Stein. This was one of the games that I originally had on my SNES when I was a kid, and to be honest, I didn't like it. I thought the gameplay was not that fun, where you would have Taz just running through all these levels trying to catch these little kiwi birds. And I even played the game again fairly recently, and I still hold this opinion to this day. It's just not a good game. And the soundtrack itself is not that good either, but this song I think is pretty good. Heck, I even had my girlfriend try the game out, and she was not a fan. But I can guarantee that this next game, I know that a lot of you guys love, but this is a version of it that you're just not expecting at all. I'm going to play something from Tetris, the CDI version. This is Level 0, and it was composed by Jim Andron. That track that you just heard, that was Level 0 from the game Tetris for the CDI, and it was composed by Jim Andron. I'm guessing you weren't expecting to hear how calming that track is, especially for a Tetris game. I mean, it threw me for a loop. I think gameplay-wise, there's not a whole lot to talk about because it's just straight up Tetris. But what really makes this version of Tetris stand out is both that really calming soundtrack and also during gameplay, they would have these absolutely beautiful nature shots as the backgrounds. Like you would get these mountains or these desert hills. My favorite is actually the one for this level where it's a forest, but there's also this river flowing. And it's just, man, it is beautiful. It is really good stuff. For this next track, I'm going to take us away from the beauty of the world into a world of pain and suffering. I got something from Fallout 4. This is Rise and Prevail, and it was composed by Inon. That track that you just heard, that was Rise and Prevail from the game Fallout 4, and it was composed by Inon. That is such a fantastic battle track as you're fighting against raiders and super mutants as you travel across this world called the Commonwealth, which is pretty much a nuclear wasteland that is around the city of Boston. So I think this track really does a good job of being both emotional and also motivating in a way for me to totally kick ass. And despite what a lot of Fallout fans say, I think this game is pretty good. I mean, at least it's not Fallout 76. I think we're going to move on from this Bethesda developed game into a track from a Bethesda published game because I have something from Prey. This is Alex, and it was composed by Mick Gordon. That track that you just heard, that was Alex from the game Prey, and it was composed by Mick Gordon. That's going to just about do it for the show this week. If you like what you've been listening to, give me a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts. And if your friends are looking for an awesome show to listen to, have them check me out on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, whatever podcatching service that you could think of. I'm more than likely going to be on there. You could also send an email to the show at vgmjourney@yahoo.com, and also check us out on Twitter at vgmjourney. I'm going to play out with one more pretty special track, and it is from the classic NES game Metroid, except I'm not going to play the NES version because this one is from the Famicom Disk System. This is the ending theme, and it was composed by Hirokazu Tanaka. Have a good week, everyone.